Whoa! What the heck was that? Elf ears, big booms, and things seem to be getting out of hand. Today, we're headed to the Forgotten Realms and breaking down and reacting to all the fantastical medical scenes and wild injuries from Baldur's Gate 3. Let's dive right in.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
What the heck? That is not a needle. That is like a harpoon going at your eye that's rusty. Not cool. This reminds me of like a lobotomy, but in the wrong place. What are they doing with this eye? Whoa! What the heck was that? Ophthalmologists that do surgery on your eyes, they'll actually do different surgeries where they prop your eyelid open and they're doing surgery while you're just laying there. Usually they just give you meds to chill out. They don't actually knock you out. So it's kind of like the same thing.
As the needle snags on your optic nerve.
Oh, okay, we're talking about nerves that are directly behind the eye. I don't know how you're getting there without squashing the eyeball itself. The eye has multiple muscles, top, bottom, left, right, and then two that are on angles that help with different types of rotation, and then the optic nerve with the vessel sitting in the back.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
Let me just get my trusty ice pick.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now.
This is gonna hurt.
Move.
Yeah, no crap. Okay, well, at least, okay, here we go. Eyelid on that right side is a little swollen. We can't see the eye itself, but you would think some other tissue damage would occur with all that stabbing.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud.
What the heck is going on in this game?
What the hell is going on here?
Please give me some context of this eyeball scene. I'd be worried that you're gonna slam that ice pick all the way through into the skull, breaking the eye socket and going right into the brain and then killing somebody. It's almost like they use this ice pick to chisel out the eye as the eye falls to the ground. Again, multiple attachments that are quite obvious relating to the muscles and the optic nerve.
Trash.
He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
What the heck? Do we do eyeball removals? Very rarely. There are other reasons to remove the eye. I'm not an eyeball specialist. If there's an eye trauma, I'm calling the ophthalmologist. Our job is to identify the issue and then get the specialist to help. Oh, wow. I mean, come on.
Come on!
Laceration to the left side of the neck on the lateral aspect, which is appropriate in the sense of wanting to get the blood vessels. You have your internal jugular vein there. We call it the IJ. And then you have your carotid artery underneath that. So if you slice through the vein that's deep enough there, you're going to get a lot of bleeding. But if it's pretty superficial, you can actually get what's called your external jugular vein. You know, when you're like stressed out really hard and you push a lot of pressure, you can actually see it pop. Oh, we got a lot of knives. Oh! Got the arm free. We're stepping on what's called the antecubital fossa, which is basically the crease, the bend where your elbow is on that aspect. Grabs a rock, hit in the face, kind of on the side over here. You have your zygomatic arch, you have your temporal bone, and then you have the maxilla. So any of those areas can get fractured. Also part of your mandible. Or just soft tissue injury with a small cut or abrasion. Anterior injury to the neck, you're gonna hit the airway, you're gonna hit the esophagus. Either side, you're gonna hit the major blood vessels. Just like with any blade injury, if it goes in and stays in, all the trauma hasn't happened yet. It's when it comes out, or if you rotate the blade, it destructs the tissue and causing massive amount of problems. So if a blade is still stuck in place, please leave it in place unless there's an immediate need to get it removed. Get to the hospital ASAP if this scenario were to happen in real life. Ooh. Cool. Not cool. You're gonna have a ton of blood, explosive type pink mist.
Pink mist.
And lots of fractures. Falling from that high of a height, gonna cause death pretty quickly. And if it doesn't cause death, it's gonna cause significant amount of trauma, intracranial bleeding, collapsed lungs, injury to the heart, solid organ injury to the abdomen, besides all the bony fractures that will occur.
Daredevil Iron Hand, hear me now!
playing this game through many hours a day and you needed some energy, definitely check out Level Up by Life Happens, my company. I made this specific supplement. It's got a combination of mushrooms and some caffeine in it, other nutrients to get the best from you.
Set me free!
Set me free. Oh! Explosive injuries, boom. They are common to happen. Things that we worry about when somebody comes to the emergency department, besides the soft tissue injuries, meaning abrasions, debris in your tissue, lacerations, you worry about concussive forces, besides just blunt trauma injuries. So if somebody has any pains in any area of the body, you definitely got to do some images and investigate further. Freaking laser beam.
Frickin' laser beam!
What is this thing? Oh, falling objects, crush injuries, got to be really careful. I always think about skyscrapers and people dropping their phones and dropping small objects off of big buildings and causing significant amount of destruction. Please be careful when you do that stuff. Check out these ears, they're quite pointy. People could actually have this too. It's called Stahl's ear. Sometimes they're called elf ear or Spock ear, and it's where you actually have an extra cartilaginous fold in the ear that gives it a pointy look. What the heck is this? Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Please don't drink each other's blood. Not good for you. Can cause you to feel nauseous and vomit. You gotta be careful of bloodborne pathogens. This bite wound, you're trying to get into the jugular vein. That's why they're biting in the neck. If you rip through it with teeth, which you potentially could bite through, then you're gonna cause a lot of bleeding. In all these vampire movies and such, you just see like the two holes, whether they puncture it and then just suck through it. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody's a vampire expert, let me know.
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Your pulse quickens, possibly because adrenaline, excitement, fear, or losing blood. So when you lose blood, heart rate's gonna increase. Then slowly, if you continue to lose blood, besides your heart rate going up, your blood pressure is gonna start going down. That's how we compensate.
No.
Oh, you gotta be careful grabbing somebody who's young like that. You can actually cause something called a nursemaid's elbow because the annular ligament could actually slip out where the bone's supposed to be, and then it actually causes a type of dislocation, so you actually have to put that back in, just so you're aware. Oh. Oh, why is the snake going after her? That is, wow. Not all snake bites are venomous. They can do dry bites. Obviously, not all snakes are venomous. If you're bit by a snake, get to a healthcare professional.
Healthcare provider!
Get to a hospital ASAP. Don't run. You don't want to increase the circulation. If you're concerned about being a venomous snake, make sure you either get a photo of the snake, if you're able to get the snake without endangering yourself, or being able to remember what it looks like would be quite helpful for the healthcare professional. Baldur's Gate 3, really cool graphics, some surgical aspects of it, kind of cool, kind of a little eerie. Also, big new things on the horizon. Check out my brand new supplement company, Life Happens. If you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out the multiple playlists that we got. And as always, make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.